Well, hey friends, this is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show, the podcast for women who want to find freedom in both their life and in their business. I own a multi-7-figure-a-year coaching business. I'm also a certified life coach. So I have the honor of helping thousands of women every single month make money in the online space and help them to get unstuck from whatever is holding them back, all without sacrificing their faith or their family. In this show, you're going to get the very best life and business advice, always with a healthy dose of Jesus. So buckle in, my friend. I'm so excited that you are here. Well, hello there, my friend. This is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show. Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode number 315. This is airing on December the 14th, and our oldest son, Noah, is turning 21 years old today. So happy birthday to me also, right? I mean, I birthed him. And wow, it's so wild for me to believe that. I remember so distinctly when we had him, they induced me 2 weeks early because I was getting preeclampsia. I was the size of a small Volkswagen. Noah came out demanding a sandwich and the size of a linebacker and already needing a haircut. That is a true story. He was a big baby. I was a small girl and it was a wild ride. It was, one epidural wore off. We were watching Survivor. Who remembers the show Survivor? Had a full waiting room, went into the following, went after midnight. They had to give me a second epidural. Oh my goodness gracious. So that was not a fun time. Can I just say that? I remember a nurse being on top of me because that poor not that poor boy, that poor mother, but his shoulders were so wide that they were afraid he was going to break my pelvis. So yes, I can remember so many details of that day. And Noah Allwood, I know you're not probably listening to this, but if you are, or if one of your friends happens to take a little gander here, you have changed your mama forever and ever. And just so proud of you. So glad to be your mother. There's nothing quite like having your first, and everything changes, doesn't it? So anyway, that's just a little side note today for this episode. But because I have it's a special day for me, special day for our family, and it's Christmas season. And so I'm feeling uber generous. And so I'm doing something that we have never done before in the history of, me being in the online space, coaching all of the things. We are opening up every one of our programs for just a short time between now and Christmas for you to sign up, apply, whatever, if you're really needing some help in the next year. And I want to go through my 4 programs with you and for you so that you know the difference between each of them. For those of you that have courses, you have membership groups, this will be helpful for you to listen with the ears of someone who's trying to determine how to lay some things out for your own business. This is what we call our ascension ladder. Okay. And so that's kind of just the sexy term for how does somebody move from one product to the next within your coaching, Jen. It's the word that we use for how do we move them, up the ladder through the program so that they can get from starting a business to effectively running a business to scaling the heck out of their business is kind of how we have laid this out. So I'm going to give you all of my programs and also tell you where you could go sign up between now and Christmas if you wanted to. And so grab a pen and a paper because there's going to be a few URLs that I'm going to give you. Okay. A few web addresses. So the first of my programs is also the newest. It's my Reframed Life Coaching Group. And the life coaching is for anyone. You do not have to have a business. The majority of the people in there do not have a business. If you read Fear is Not the Boss of You, you would love my life coaching. It is completely focused on mindset. And yes, of course, we have lots of business owners from my inner circle and things in there. But the reason it's called Reframed Life Coaching is because my entire goal of that program is to help you reframe the way that you think so that you can change your life. Because a woman who's changed her mind, a woman who's changed her thought life, anything is possible. So my Reframed Life Coaching is at reframedlifecoaching.com/membership. If you just go to reframedlifecoaching.com, you can't get in. So go to reframedlifecoaching.com/membership. Words are hard. It is a monthly commitment. It is a membership group. So essentially you join and you stay inside of the group until you decide that your thinking has changed. You no longer want to be there. You hate my hair or whatever. But I would love to have you if you are someone who really needs some life coaching. And let me just tell you, the feedback we've had about our life coaching group has just been absolutely incredible. So many people who I've been able to teach a framework of thinking to, because there is a framework. You have something that happens, you have a thought, you have a feeling about the thought, and then your behavior is based on your feeling about how you think. So when you can change your thinking, you can change everything. So go to reframelifecoaching.com/membership. Second thing that I have available is my inner circle. And my inner circle is my monthly coaching group for women who are in business. The entire focus is growing your social media and growing your email list. And I have had my inner circle 7.5 years. We have decided 7.5 years, you guys. I've had a monthly membership group since before monthly membership groups were cool. Okay. And I love being able to serve the women in there. We give you content for you to use on your social media. We give you tips, tricks, what's working now on the social media land. We bring in guest speakers. So it's my monthly group. You can go to creatorsinnercircle.com/get-in, all one word. Again, that's creatorsinnercircle.com/get-in. One little caveat. We are raising the price from $47 to $67 on my inner circle. We have been at the $47 price point for 7.5 years. We raised it right before the pandemic hit. And we raised it to 67 and we are raising it again. We raised it right before the pandemic hit, and then the pandemic hit, and I was just really convinced that we needed to lower it back down because people needed help. There was people losing jobs because they were, not wanting to mask up. They were losing jobs because now they need to stay home and homeschool their kids. They were losing their jobs because they didn't want to get a vax. And I wanted to help. I needed to help. I wanted to help. So we lowered the price back down, but we are raising it. And so this is your last chance to get into my inner circle for the price of $47. So you can go to creatorsinnercircle.com/get-in. All right. The next thing is something you heard me possibly talking about already in the last few days, and it's my Better Ways certification program. So the Better Ways certification program is an 8-week-long program. So there is a stop and a start, unlike my inner circle, which just goes all the time. The inner circle is a $47 a month. The Better Way certification program is a chunk. It's a chunk of an investment. And it teaches you, you've got your email list, you've got your social media followers. Now, how are you going to make money off them? You have one way of making money. Now, how are you going to add another revenue stream and another revenue stream? My certification program is for anybody who would like to be a VA and help other people put courses and memberships and consulting into their arsenal of products, into their ascension ladder. It is a certification program, which means you will have little mini tests along the way. It is an 8-week-long program. It is closed as of today, but I want to tell you, you can still get in. We're going to let you still in at betterwayprogram.com/backdoor. Okay, betterwayprogram.com/backdoor. Listen, I've had my Better Way certification program for 5 years. It has done nothing but get better and better. We have seen so many people go through my program and then hit the 6-figure mark in their business and the 7-figure mark in their business. So if you need to be making more money, that's where you're going to do it at, the Better Way certification program. And last but not least is my mastermind. It's called my Next Level Mastermind. This is the highest level of support from me. This is the closest access to myself and my team. This is for those of you that really need some hand holding. You need people looking at your business and giving you specific feedback just for your business. This is for those of you that want to go further faster and you want to do it with a community of people. So my mastermind is a year long. We do meet up twice a year in real life. We will be meeting in Nashville in April, and I would love to have you fill out an application. We do not accept everybody into the mastermind. And the reason we do that is because I have zero desire to just take your money. I want to make sure that I actually think that our mastermind can help you to grow and can get you to the next level that you want to be at. So go fill out an application if you are interested. It's at creatorsnextlevel.com/application. Okay. creatorsnextlevel.com/application. So listen, even if you're already in my program, send this to somebody you know who may be interested in joining my coaching group. I know so many of you have been in, like, let's say my inner circle for years and years and years. You've taken the better way. You have been steadfast. You have been loyal as a client. You continue to learn and grow your business. I want you to know that I am super duper honored about that. So thank you so much. So on occasion, we do get questions about all my different programs. And there you go. We have 4 ways of working with me. 3 ways if you're a business owner, the Reframed Life Coaching Group if you are not. And hopefully that kind of differentiates each of our programs. And if you are not in one, I want you to think if you've ever gotten any like valuable content out of the podcast. Hopefully my coaching groups are that, but very amplified. Hopefully you get so much more out of the groups where people are actually paying me. So if your business is stuck, if you feel like you're on a hamster wheel that you can't get off, if you really need to make more income in 2023, if you really are desperate for a community of like-minded women who love Jesus and are business owners, go join one of these. I would absolutely love to have you. And if you're like, I still don't know which one is for me, send me a DM on Instagram. Go to Jennifer Allwood on Instagram. Send me a DM. I'd love to help you, and I'd love to see you inside. Have a great day, friends. Bye-bye. Friend, thank you so much for listening to the podcast again this week. I'm so honored that you come back for every episode and that you share the Jennifer Allwood Show with your friends and family. Every time I see you guys post about it on Instagram or Facebook or something, it just makes me do a little happy. So thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast if you never want to miss an episode. So you can go to Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Spotify or any of the other podcasting places and subscribe each week so that every week you get the new episode when it releases. So just know that I love bringing you relevant content. I love bringing you great guests. And one of the ways you can help us here at Team Allwood is by leaving the podcast a review. So if you have just a second to do that, would you go over and leave a review for the Jennifer Allwood Show? Thank you again. You're amazing. I'm honored to be here. Until next week. Bye-bye.